I am Kristin Henning, a professor at Georgetown Law School and the director of our Juvenile Justice Clinic and Initiative. I have been representing children in the District of Columbia for 25 years. And in that entire time, I have only represented 4 white children. And those odds are statistically impossible. It would lead you to believe either that there are no white children in the nation's capital or that white children don't commit crimes. And we know that neither one of those things are true. And so it is hard to do this work for a long time and not want to know what is going on. We see that policing in America has taken center stage in the media. And so recently I wrote a book, The Rage of Innocence, How America Criminalizes Black Youth, in an effort to really understand why it is that Black children are so much more likely to be in our nation's juvenile courts. And what I have found is that we criminalize. America has a long history of criminalizing Black children in our country. And we criminalize Black children in 3 major ways. First, we criminalize Black children for normal adolescent behaviors that all of us engaged in when we were children. So think about the hallmarks of adolescence, the clothes that we wear, the friends that we have, the music that we listen to, tussling with our friends, playing on cell phones, all things that are important to adolescence. And yet, Black children are criminalized for those normal adolescent behaviors. We also criminalize Black children in our country through the hyper surveillance and over policing of children in Black and brown communities. And we take it for granted that most of us can just walk through our neighborhoods without undue intrusion by police officers. But that's not the reality for so many Black children who are stopped by the police and asked, where are you going, where are you coming from, and being asked to lift their shirts so that officers can see whether or not they are carrying a weapon. And I should say that this over-policing of Black children is not just by police officers in a blue uniform, but by all of us who are afraid of Black children when we encounter them in the street, in the schools, in a park. We also criminalize Black children by how we treat them when they make a mistake. So the vast majority of children who end up in juvenile courts are there for normal adolescent behaviors, and very few children of any race, including Black children, are in our nation's courts for serious violent offenses that we hear about on the news and that we're most afraid of, like murder and the like. But yet, even in those situations, even with the most serious crime, we treat Black children much more harshly than white children who commit and engage in the same behaviors. We live in a country that has decided that children are different from adults, and we created a network of juvenile courts so that we could make sure that we don't try and prosecute children with adults and send them to adult prisons. But yet, we see statistically that Black children are far more likely to be held in secure detention facilities, less likely to receive rehabilitative services, and more likely to be sent to long-term facilities for incarceration of both children and adults. We try more Black children in adult courts than we do white children. So we have work to do in our country to treat all children like children, and that includes Black children.